Doki Doki Literature Club is a brilliant game. Hey, don't leave, and hear me out here. The half of you guys watching this who hate any sort of anime, I can already hear you aggressively typing a hate comment. Just let me explain myself, and then do what you like. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the game, DDLC is, as I say, trying not to spoil the story, a narrative adventure, I'm trying to avoid saying dating sim here, with a philosophical twist, and is notorious as one of the most misleading and well-written visual novels ever created. I've been wanting to play this game for months now, and I finally got the opportunity to do a playthrough of it. But, before I get into the video, I think it's only fair that I write this disclaimer first, because, again, it's only fair that you guys need to know this before proceeding. This is a psychological horror game, and one that makes heavy use of mental health problems in delivering that horror experience, and even used a lot for the main plot, not just for a quick jump scare. So I warn you now, if you have any mental health triggers related to abuse, depression, and self-harm, I'd recommend clicking off this video right now, just to be safe. And for those of you without any mental health triggers, this game really is bloody disturbing, so this isn't for the faint of heart, let's just say that. Also, as a side note, this playthrough's commentary will feature a combination of me, script possessed, and who's actually reacting to what's on the screen. We'll just call him past possessed, or live action possessed, just to keep it simple. Anyways, I hope you're comfortable, as we're going to delve into the game right now. Just before we get into the game, I'm really sorry if I sound a little dead inside. This was recorded at night and I had a long day. Also, I also apologize in advance because the game audio conflicts with my voice lines, but there's really nothing I can do about it right now. Anyway, I'll stop wasting your time and let's get into the game. So yeah, what's up guys? This is Recording Possessed, playing Doki Doki Literature Club late at night because this is a good idea. This is a very, very good idea. I hope you enjoy my live reactions because it's only gonna get more entertaining or sad depending on what way you put it. Yeah, the game. See, I haven't. So, Live Possessed somehow managed to soft lock himself in the title screen, so we go to recording attempt number 2 now. Okay, recording number 2. We we're off to a great start. As you can see, I haven't played this game yet. In fact, I installed it earlier today, and I thought it would be interesting if I recorded my first playthrough of the game and uploaded it. So we're on the new game. Please enter your name. There we go. Pause to this game. Hey! It's at this point that we get introduced to Sayori, who is apparently my childhood friend and also relates a little too much to a fellow contemporary friend of mine. Anyway, moving on. Maybe, but that's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yes, I was. Now, before we get into the game, I have to admit, I've never had a friend like Sayori before. Like, I've had friends who I'm honestly still friends with just because of how long that I've known them for. Like, Corey, honestly, to a certain extent Pugboy, and to a certain extent Pugboy, and honestly, the bearer of the biggest stick is definitely on that list, even though we only started talking to each other about a year ago now, but we don't talk about that. By the way, paused. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join the club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content getting by on the average while spending my free time on— No, stop there. Why is Paul's the weep? No. This isn't happening. No, I refuse to accept that. No. He's not. No, I'm not. No. And I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you becoming an eat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with— No, stop it. You're not being a weeb. I refuse to be affiliated with a weeb. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, as it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so, you know what? That you would come to my club. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a very, very bad feeling about this. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. I have a bad feeling about this. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, she just likes literature that much. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Now I'm considering actually. That was a grave mistake, past possessed. A grave mistake. And thus, today marks a day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I know this is going off on another tangent, but I once actually did something like that. It was called the Pug Boy SMP. Everyone, the new club members here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Is there anything wrong with that? Way to kill the act. Okay, this is... I have a feeling me and Goto are gonna get along a bit. Ow! Welcome to the club. I have the same reaction, pause. All I know is that I don't even know what to say. This club. Look, just I can't. You can post that hate comment now. I deserve it. I do have to admit, the brown haired one, yes. But you can't reflect my thoughts, pause. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I have many things that I want to say right now. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one that I don't recognize. Well, it's clear that you've never met her, because anyone with hair like that paused, you'd recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets in the day. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Well, I assume she's talking about purple hair over here. This one who... I don't even know. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori or Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. It's at this point that we get introduced to the other 3 out of the 5 characters in this game. The pink-haired girl is called Natsuki, who, as I read from the description of the game, is the deceivingly cute girl who packs the sort of punch. The purple-haired girl is called Yuri, who is the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And then there's Monika, who is the leader of the club and is smart, beautiful, and athletic. And look, I'm reading it, I'm not saying that I disagree, but I'm reading it off the screen here, okay? So, hold up a little bit. Basically, complete... Okay, that's fair enough, game. And how about I make some tea as well? I'm down with some tea. We then have tea and cupcakes for the next, I shit you not, 7 minutes. That's how long it takes. 7 minutes of my life was wasted watching this. I'm just gonna go... No, please. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yeah, she seems like that kind of person who would be the happiest. And she's happy to see me, and I'm happy to see her, so why wouldn't her? That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you? Fun fact, that line of dialogue is the screenshot that they used in Guinness World Records 2019. I don't know why I still remember that, but that was like the first time I ever saw DDLC, and it wasn't until 3 years later that Melon would recommend it to me and I would pick it up. That's okay, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Fair enough. Not a very confident writer yet. Okay, pause. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. I don't have a heart, so it doesn't matter. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you could share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I don't particularly care about these three, Monika, but if you want me to write poems for you, then sure, I'll write a poem for you. Isn't that right, Paused? Monika smiled warmly at me once again. Yes, Paused. Seriously, Paused? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. You bitch, Paused. You're joining this club, Paused. You're joining this club. No, shut up, Paused. You're joining this club. You're joining. I'm sorry, Ethel. No, don't listen to Paused. Listen to Possessed. Paused is joining the club. Paused is joining the club. Right. Good, Paused. Right, I've decided it. I'll join. Good, Paused. Now, I know, Paused, that you're not confident about writing, but you've hit the jackpot, my friend. You see, the person backing you, Possessed, is a writer, and don't worry, I will make sure to write the way into Monika's heart, and the game thinks of one for Yuri. So it turns out that Yuri bought a copy of the same book that she was reading for Paused, but it turns out that she quote-unquote forgot her copy, so now they end up reading the book together, and I spend literally 20 minutes watching this because this scene is so bloody Christ. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of I keep fucking doing that. And holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, when I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. And holding it like this, we're huddled even closer. Okay. Why would this be distracting you, Paused? You're just reading. Fuck's sake. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think it's got a bit distracting. Fuck's sake, Paused. You're so easily distracted. That's okay. You're not really Paused is so easily distracted. You could read easily. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Fuck. I just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate What the fuck? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her. No, past Possessed. I'm not going to pass that over so lightly. How can turning a book be intimate? What? Okay, everyone. Thank you, Monika, for rescuing me from that. After Monika saves me from that, interaction with Yuri, we then share the poems that we've wrote. Of course, I first go with Monika, and she writes something very unique and cryptic and not foreshadowing anything that will happen later. And then she gives me a writing tip that I spend 10 minutes trying to simply explain, and here's a snippet of it. I would recommend, when you're writing, get all your ideas out, all the book, on the paper, and don't worry about spelling or punctuation or everything. Worry about that later, as long as you have the main ideas down for a book. And then, when you've finished your... just give me a minute. The most important thing is when you're writing novelism in particular and making like a web series or a blog or something, getting that first draft done. I was not joking around. Anyway, I next showed the poem to Yuri, who then goes into a whole rant about metaphors where me and her somehow go back and forth about it for the next 15 minutes, which I needed to edit down, and I hate myself for doing that. I then show my poem to Sayori and she shows me hers. She didn't write it until morning, it's very apparent. And then I finally show it to Natsuki, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like Natsuki's writing style. Now, I know that I'm not only going to get a hate comment from anime haters and now Natsuki simps, but it's the truth, please don't kill me. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Paul appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you not full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... What the fuck?